And this is the video review for Transformers Alternity AO3 Red version, Cliffjumper. You can see he's a very, much like Bumblebee, he's the Suzuki Swift, and a very nice little version of it at that. Very, very cool. I mean, he's painted a nice, really metallic, kind of, I call it cherry red. It looks to me like if you picked a cherry off a tree. Very nice, deep, metallic red. Compared to, just real quick, we'll pull out Alternity Convoy. And you see Alternity Convoy's got a nice red, but it's more of a flat red, whereas Cliffjumper's a really nice, deep metallic. Just a really nice color. I was definitely struck by the red, and it looks even better in person than it does in a lot of the pictures you've seen online. It's just a really nice, striking red color. Vehicle mode wise, there's not a whole lot. Not really any, aside from the color, nothing different on him than from Bumblebee. We can still open up the hood here and see the engine block. We can still open up all four doors, just like that. And see the front and back seats, which are in there. And then you can still open up the trunk here. Get my finger underneath it. There we go. And look into the back there. So yeah, really nice little model of the Suzuki Swift. Transform, you want to open up the hood. You kind of want to put your fingernail here and kind of push forward while you lift up. Brings the hood up and helps it open a lot easier. Lift up that gray piece there. Pull this out just a bit here. You'll see the windshield start to go back into the chest. It'll do that a couple more times as we transform, and we'll push that a little further up in there as we go. Then lift up these headlights. Then you want to flip them over and pull these bits down, then pull the whole leg assembly down like that, and extend it, and then fold in the front grill piece, and then flip out his heel, just like that. And do the same on this side. Once you get that down, flip this out, extend this whole piece down, flip in his heel, or flip in his toe, and then flip out the heel. And again, there you have his legs. He's pretty much ready to stand. Then you want to come back here, lift up this piece right here, fold this piece down, and then we're going to once again kind of pull the legs down while we push this piece up. You'll hear it click into place, and then you just want to take this this gray piece. You kind of have to get in there and slide it up a little bit, but this gray piece should snap down over. There's some tabs there on the crotch. Just push it down so it snaps, and then we fold that in place. And then we just want to open up lift the doors from the bottom and just lift that whole piece up. And then come around back, open up the arms, bring them down, rotate this piece around, and rotate his fist there at the wrist to bring it up, and push that seat down in. And same thing over here. Pull the arm down, rotate the wrist around, and there you have his arms. And then you want to kind of lift these up a little bit. Just have them up just a tad, because when you pull this over, you want to get those. You want to have it so this bar pushes these down a little bit, because there's a little latch, there's a little notch on these in there that's going to wrap itself around. There you can see it. Right there. There's a little piece that goes underneath those arm bars and helps lock that whole assembly in place. And just like on Bumblebee, you want to push this little chest piece down, flip flip down his horns, and there you have Cliffjumper in robot mode. You'll notice he does have a different head than flip down these kneecap things. I always forget to do that. There we go. Get the feet evened out here so he's standing even. There we go. And there he is. He does have a different head than Bumblebee, as I said. It's molded to look like Cliffjumper. You can compare the two side by side there. They do have different heads, which is very cool. And again, not nearly as chunky as a lot of pictures led it to believe. And again, even now, this looks much wider here on the camera than it. I mean, I can look right here at the screen and then look right above the camera to this thing, and this thing just looks about a 1/4 inch narrower in person than it does on the camera. So maybe that's the camera adding 10 pounds. I don't know, but yeah, they really aren't nearly as chubby as a lot of pictures make them look. They're quite nicely proportioned, and very neat little versions of the guys. And again, he's got the guns here on his thigh, or shin, or whatever part of the leg that is. And you can pull them out, and either hand can hold them, as you can see here. So just nice little figures. And again, I'll get you the comparison of Cliffjumper with one with his classic self. I don't have old 1980s Cliffjumper like I did for Bumblebee, but there he is with his classics version. And here he is again with Alternity Megatron, Alternity Prime. And you can see his red is a much shinier, reflective metallic red. And that's not this right here on his chest, that's not a scratch or anything rubbed. That's just something down here is reflecting up onto the you see I get my finger in the way. It's not a scratch or anything, it's just a reflection. I'm not sure what. Oh, there's some yellow paint here on the desk. Well, no. Huh. No, I don't know what's reflecting that, but it is just a reflection. It's not any more on the surface of the paint. You can see he's a much more metallic and shiny red than much richer red than on Convoy. And just real quick, I'll leave you with a shot of all of them together here. Back up. There you go. There's all the Alternities so far. Convoy, Megatron, Bumblebee, and Cliffjumper. So, would I recommend getting them? Yeah, I really would. I like the Alternity line. I think they're great little collector figures. I think if I had to pick one between Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, I'd probably go with Bumblebee. I like them both. And I love the red on Cliffjumper. I just think, I don't know. It'd be a hard choice. So yeah, if you only get one, I guess leave it up to personal preference because they're both really good figures. But there it is, Alternity Cliffjumper.